What's good, everybody? This is Generation 71 coming to you with a new series I'm going to be doing. It's essentially within the hype of the new map. We're going to be going over every map in the zombie timeline and just explain a little bit more about the story as well as just tactics. So if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you don't, well, fuck you. So let's go ahead and get started. So just imagine that you're on an airplane. All of a sudden you go down, it's a crash, it's very unfortunate, but you go down in kind of the middle of nowhere, where at first when you come to it's just night and dreary, but then you see these tiny shadows come toward you, these figures and mass hordes, and then the more you start to realize that they're not human, the more that you start to freak out until they're essentially just on top of you. And that's the basis of Nazi zombies. Now, Nazi zombies, when it originally started, they were originally known as Nazi zombies. It first appeared in Call of Duty World at War. It became highly popular upon the game's release and returned in its sequel in Call of Duty Black Ops and again in Call of Duty Black Ops 2. So, in zombies, players face, zombies of various nationalities depending on the location of the map, which includes Nazis in this particular map, Americans, Russians, and Asians. Zombies or zombies content is only considered canon in its own universe. So, up to 8 players, but some of the main maps is just up to 4 players. They must survive with endless waves of attacking zombies, earning points for killing or damaging zombies and repairing barriers. These points can be used to purchase weapons and perk colas in the process, or unlock new areas and activate other special objects. Zombies enter the player accessible area of the map via windows, holes in walls, or climbing in and out of dirt surface, which are initially barricaded but will be rapidly demolished by zombies. They can be repaired, however, with the exception of dirt surfaces. There is no limit to the number of rounds. The game will end when all players have been incapacitated or killed by the zombies. Zombies become stronger and faster upon the completion of each round, forcing players to make tactical decisions about point spending and progressing through the map. On occasion, zombies will drop power-ups such as a max ammo, a nuke, or an instant kill upon their death, making the round easier. Now, with this particular map, Nacht Der Untoten was one of the first maps is technically the first map in the World at War. According to the chronological timeline, it is only the second map in there. When Nacht Der Untoten, when it first came out, you first start to notice something where, the girl Samantha Max is who is controlling, the zombies, but we don't really know that until the next map. But this is where it all essentially starts. Nacht Der Untoten is really small and only contains 3 rooms: the starting room, the help room, and the upstairs room. And the cost of gaining access to each rooms are 1,000 points each pathway, so it's pretty standard. A lot of people actually kind of run in the help room, so it's right behind the door, kind of where I'm running now. And the help room has 2 windows and a wall that leads into a dead-end cave that can be boarded up. It is slightly smaller than the starting room and has a radio, which you can play music either by shooting it or knifing it. In here you have the mystery box, which when you hit will give you a random weapon. In the original game, it was a little bit different because it had the old style weapons. With Black Ops 2, it's actually more of the new weapons. It also has a double barrel shotgun and the Thompson. Here, a lot of people had strategies in just running in here in circles with the flamethrower back in the old days. And it was pretty solid, kind of boring, but this is honestly zombies at its best, just because it was really simplistic, really basic. And this is before we essentially get into the story of Nazi zombies, or the story in Call of Duty zombies, because it's not primarily Nazi zombies, even though there are a lot of references towards Nazis and the Illuminati, so just want to keep that in mind. Again, here, it's just at the basis, because though in future maps you do have the capabilities to access perk colas, here, this is essentially just you just fighting with all the weapons you have available to you, and if you get hit twice, bam, you're done. So here in the original game as well, not on Black Ops 2, the zombies were a lot less aggressive, less symbiotic, because I still have this theory that they're a little bit more symbiotic in the next maps and the next games. But in the original map, they kind of just walk straight at you. They're not really trying to curve or tumble or whatever, so it's really pretty basic. But yeah, guys, so this has been episode 1, just to explain a little bit more about the basis of the zombie before we essentially get into the story. And when we get into the story, it's going to be a lot more in-depth. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Going to cut it there for now, so next time, episode 2, keep a lookout for it. This has been Generation 71, and we'll catch you guys later.